Hello and welcome to a special series of videos for our Car Dealer Power Awards. I'm James Baggott, I'm the founder of Car Dealer magazine, and today I'm chatting to the winner of our Finance Provider of the Year subprime category winner. It's First Response Finance. Now joining me from the company is their head of sales, Jonathan Sutch. Jonathan, congratulations. A huge achievement for you guys. You've been working with the magazine for a long time now, so we know you very well. But for those of you who don't, just how happy are you to win this award?
Well, delighted, really. I think it speaks volumes for the work that we've been putting in this year. I think there's no better feedback really than from the dealers. Like, they're ultimately the people that are our bread and butter, really. So yeah, I mean, I speak for the whole of First Response when I say we're absolutely delighted to recapture the award as well, because we haven't had it for a couple of years, I don't believe, either.
No, I mean, I know you've won it in the past, but the feedback we saw in the survey this year certainly highlighted the work that you've done with dealers during lockdown. They said that the support in particular that you gave them really did help them out in particular. Does that surprise you in any way, or does that kind of ring true into what you've done?
Well, I'm pleased it's been recognised, just because of the sheer amount of work we've put in. Really, that was our main strategy through lockdown, was to make sure we supported people, even to the extent that I'd write a kind of like a weekly email myself and put my contact details on it, which really engaged lots of dealers nationwide with responses and questions. And just the whole approach that we took with dealers really was, we didn't furlough any staff. We didn't, it's kind of like we kept in contact with our dealers, we made phone calls to them. So it's just really pleasing to hear that that's been recognised, really, and it's not going to stop either. Like, that is what we're here to do, really. So that's going to be our strategy ongoing. So that isn't going away.
Yeah, from what I've seen, I'm just looking at some of the responses that we've got here from the survey. I mean, one of them says they've been with First Response Finance for approximately 10 years, and they've always given unrivaled service and quality. Another one said they're beyond excellent, and said your staff were incredibly friendly and helpful. So, I mean, very high praise indeed there. I mean, how do you take this on, Jonathan, for next year to make sure you recapture this award again?
Well, I think you've just always got to make sure you don't stand still. That's the key, isn't it? Like, yes, it'll be difficult because ultimately the competition are there, aren't they? Like, they're not going to go away, and I think competition is a good thing. They're always going to be there. In the 16 years I've worked with First Response, have always been there. But we just got to keep sharpening our pencil, really, and I think having the forefront that the dealers are the most important part of our kind of like the start of our business. I think that's a very decent thought to have in the first place. And just make sure that we're standing side by side with them, as we've kind of set out since March, really, and as I think we have always tried to do as well. But particularly this year, we've certainly upped the ante during lockdown and over the summer to make sure that whatever we do is very much in line with supporting our dealer network. So,
and
yeah.
How is the subprime market at the moment? Has it changed at all since lockdown?
A little bit. Like, I think there's obviously been what we would deem a kind of pent up demand and like a thrust up in business. But I think the people that are buying are certainly buying to need. There's certainly people that are out there buying to need, and I think also people are buying quite sensibly as well in terms of the assets that they're trying to buy. So I think the market in subprime has changed considerably over the years. There's less people, I suppose, chancing the luck, so to speak, but sensible purchases, necessity purchases, and I think looking at budget is very much present in people's minds as well.
And for those dealers that don't work with you at the moment and might be thinking about in the future, I mean, what can they expect from First Response Finance?
We try and tailor things to the dealer, really. We don't try and do like a one size fits all. Like, the whole process is meant to be, you know, from onboarding through to being managed by your account manager. It's very much a personal service. We focus a lot on how we can process business quickly and efficiently. I think we're very well known in the industry for having one of the best payouts, the quickest payouts, which I think from a subprime lender perspective is quite remarkable. And I think that in this day and age, with cash being king, really, is quite important, because dealers want money quickly. And I think we can guarantee that that's what will happen. And the the connotations of subprime having lots of proofs are long gone. Like the way we do business isn't like that really. It's very smooth and efficient, and that's why we've put a lot of effort into it. So I think they can just expect a good service and a tailor-made kind of like package really.
Some of the dealers that I've been visiting recently are serving up these deals to customers so much quicker now. People have been coming in since lockdown expecting to take their cars away as quickly as possible. One of them said they had complaints that they had to wait half an hour to take their new car away. I mean, that means that's quite a change when you've got to set up some finance, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think it's just indicative of how the world's changed though. People just don't like waiting, do they, for anything? And I think the finance world has had to come on board with that very, very quickly. And I think the other thing I'd say is about first ones. Historically, we haven't dealt with, we deal with a large range of dealers, but we haven't been as much of a footprint in the large dealer like franchise network. But even that's starting to improve now. And I'd welcome any kind of like franchise discussions as a result, because like they perhaps don't see the opportunity that might exist. And they've obviously got a lot quicker as well. Like the turnaround in franchise, I think, is exceptional now compared to what it used to be. So yeah, 30 minutes. If it gets to 32 minutes, the complaint goes in.
Yeah, big changes. I'm sure you're going to have your work cut out over the next year. Jonathan, huge congratulations to you and the team. It's nice to see you back at the top of the table in the Power Awards.
Thank you very much.
Great stuff. Thanks ever so much. So to find out who else has won this year's Car Dealer Power Awards, log on to cardealermagazine.co.uk and click on the Power tab at the top of the page. I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Goodbye.